In this video, I'm going to go over how to teach your child to draw lines and simple shapes. I'm first going to go over 3 ways that you can teach your child how to draw lines and draw shapes. Then I will go over some tips on how to make it easier for them to learn those skills. The first way that you can teach your child how to draw lines or simple shapes is through tracing. So there's 2 ways that you can have your child learn to trace. The first is where you use a visual cue. That's where you'll draw the line or the shape, ideally using a lighter color, and then the child will have to draw over or trace it using a darker color. The second way is to use a physical cue. And so your child will learn how to trace through some type of physical boundary, such as using a stencil or using an item to trace around, like a button. The second way is through a connect the dots activity. And so one example is just having 2 dots that you've drawn and asking your child to connect the dots by forming a line. Another idea is by having 2 pictures. So say a fishing pole and a fish, and then telling your child to draw a line from the fishing pole to the fish. Another idea is asking your child to connect the dots while staying in the path. The last way is to have your child imitate after you've visually modeled how to draw the line or simple shape. The key to this, though, is providing the verbal prompt that describes exactly how to form the line or simple shape. So for example, if you're asking your child to make a vertical line, you'll want to say down. For a circle, you'll want to say circle, stop. And for a triangle, you'll want to say slide back, slide down, across. My first tip is for you to provide your child with hand-over-hand assistance. So in order to do this effectively, you'll want to position yourself behind your child so that way when you're physically guiding them on drawing a line or a simple shape, you're not blocking their visual field so they can see exactly how they're moving their arm and hand in order to draw that line or simple shape. My second tip is for you to provide frequent and consistent opportunities for your child to draw simple lines and shapes. So that basically means just integrating this type of activity into your daily routine so your child has frequent exposure and opportunities to learn the skill itself. My third tip is for you to frequently and consistently model how to draw lines and simple shapes. So that basically means that you'll be drawing lines and simple shapes during the day. Even if your child is not, say, engaging in a coloring or scribbling activity, if your child sees that that is something that you frequently do, then they will have more interest and also will have more desire to learn how to do the activity that you are doing. So my last tip is to make it fun. That could mean varying up your writing utensil and or drawing surface. So consider potentially trying out a doodle pad or perhaps some paint, or perhaps it's chalk or maybe drawing lines or shapes in the sand at the beach. The point is that changing up what your child is using to learn this skill or what they're drawing on could make it more fun and interesting for them. My second way that you can make learning to draw lines and shapes fun is through using sing-song. So what you could do is you could sing the verbal prompts to drawing the line or the simple shape, but sing it to the tune of their favorite song. So for example, circle, stop, circle, stop, slide down, slide back, slide down, slide back. So those are my 3 ways on how you can teach your child to learn to draw lines in simple shapes, as well as tips on how to make it easier for them to learn those skills. Thanks for watching my video.